Welcome to J Tells Tales, where every story has a meaning and every ending stays with you. Let's begin.
She kept chasing the man who broke her, while ignoring the one who would have never let her fall. Kwabena and Stacey had been best friends since before they could even remember. Their families joked that they were tied together for life, and for a long time it felt true. School days, late night calls, shared secrets. If you saw one, the other was never far behind. But somewhere along the way, Kwabena's feelings changed. Friendship was no longer enough. One evening, he finally made a decision. He was going to tell her everything. They sat together, laughing like they always did. And just as he took a breath, James appeared. Confident, charming, effortless. And just like that, everything shifted. James wasn't always bad. That's what made it hard. There was a time Stacey lost someone close to her, and when the world felt heavy, James showed up. He held her, comforted her, stayed. And in that moment, he felt like everything she needed. But moments don't define a person. Patterns do, and James had a pattern. Sweet one day, distant the next. Plans made, then broken. Calls ignored, messages unanswered. Still, he would come back, just enough to keep her holding on. And Stacey held on to those good moments like they meant everything. Kwabena watched it all, the waiting, the disappointment, the quiet tears she thought no one saw, and every time she called, he came. Late nights, long drives, no hesitation, just presence. "You deserve better," he told her once, but she shook her head. "You don't understand him like I do." And slowly, something in Kwabena began to break, until one day, he stopped trying to convince her, stopped showing up the same way, stopped answering every call. One night, his phone lit up. Stacey. He stared at it, the name he used to drop everything for, but this time, he let it ring. For the first time, he chose himself, and little by little, he began to move on. He started smiling again, talking to new people, living a life that didn't revolve around her. Meanwhile, Stacey stayed caught in something that was falling apart. One night, she went out with James. A crowded place, music, lights, energy. For a moment, it felt like the beginning again, until it didn't. She turned, and he was gone. Not just gone, but across the room, laughing with someone else. Too close, too comfortable. And in that moment, something in her cracked. But still, she stayed, because leaving felt harder than accepting the truth. Then came the night. Everything changed. Her phone was dying, her head was spinning, and James had left her. Again, this time in a part of the city that didn't feel safe. The streets were quieter, darker, different. She tried calling him, once, twice, again. No answer. Her hands trembled, and for the first time, fear replaced denial. Then, she called Kwabena, miles away. His phone lit up. He saw her name, paused, just for a second. Then he moved, fast, through empty streets, through rising tension, until he found her, alone, unsteady, vulnerable, just in time. She looked at him, eyes heavy with tears. "He left me," she whispered. Kwabena didn't respond right away, because this time he wasn't the same. "He always does," he said quietly. Not harsh, not angry, just truth. And for the first time, Stacey didn't defend James, because deep down she knew this wasn't love. Love doesn't leave you like that. Love doesn't disappear when you need it most. Days passed. Silence filled the spaces between them, and in that silence, Stacey thought about everything. Every moment she felt small, every time she was left behind, every time someone showed up when it mattered. And it was always him. She found Kwabena days later, not rushing toward her, not waiting like before, just standing in his own space. "I'm sorry," she said, "for choosing someone who kept hurting me when you never did." Kwabena looked at her, calm, steady. "I was always there," he said, "but I had to learn I deserve someone who chooses me too." And that's when it truly hit her. Love isn't supposed to feel like a chase. It's not confusion. It's not inconsistency. It's not pain you have to explain away. It's peace. And this time, she didn't rush. Neither did he. Because real love isn't built on desperation. It's built on truth. And slowly, something real began to grow. Not loud, not chaotic, but steady. And for the first time, Stacey understood. Sometimes the love we overlook is the love that would have never let us break.
And that was today's tale. If this story stayed with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me for the next one, right here on Jay Tells Tales.